This workout, we're going to build on what we did earlier in the week. We're going to think about warming up, mobility, some of those walkouts, and then we're going to get into blocks of strength, chest, bridges, simple, about 15 minutes, cool down, and some gentle stretches. So we're going to get started. I'm going to get some music on. Make sure you have water, feeling good. Always listen to your physician directives before you begin any exercise routine. I want you feeling great and safety first. If anything doesn't feel good, just skip it or modify, and hopefully we'll have a good time. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's warm up. Let's go ahead and march. Now I'm going to use a warm up like we haven't been moving yet a bunch today. So gentle movements, making sure we're just loosening up, building a tiny bit of heat in that body. Take these 15-20 minutes for yourself. Tap those heels. Now, if one of these moves or multiple don't feel good, go ahead and modify or skip it altogether. Lifting the toes, tapping the heels. Nice lengthening down that calf. Step touch here, big circle. Now make sure you're keeping those shoulders down from your ears. If you feel that neck tense up a little bit, keep that elbow closed in to keep that shoulder down. We're just warming up. 4 more. 2 more. All right, march it a little wide. We're gonna swing across our body. We're gonna put the music in the background and go at our own tempo in range of motion like this. Option 1, to feel that little lengthening, keeping that trunk as tall as possible, or swing across, navel to spine, not holding our breath. Now, if you don't like the music or the sound of my voice, just go ahead and mute it. Put something on in the background. Watch for modifications. We have 4 and 3, 2. Now, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and we're just going to tap and roll here. Just a little rocking horse, keeping both feet on the floor. Again, shoulders down, navel to spine. Should feel the ankles, knees, and hips start to wake up. Little movement, no force of the joints, feeling good. 2 more. Other side. 4 more. We're gonna open it up wide next and do some little air squats. Range of motion nice and small, open it wide. And hinge and bend, pushing through the floor. Flat back, maintain an engaged core, not using that lower back at all. 4 more. 4 and 3, 2. Now we're going to pull our heel towards our bottom, stretch those quadriceps. Now let's pull back right here. Open up that chest. Elbows down to keep that neck relaxed. 4 to go. 3, 2. March it wide. Perfect. Now bring it in. Little baby narrow squats, and I'm going to swing those arms. So we're just going to swing and push. So shoulders have some movement here. Look ahead and down. 4 to go. And 3, 2. And march it out. Now we're gonna do those walkouts. You can totally avoid them if they're not your favorite. So that option is right here, okay? So we have 4 walkouts or the standing march. You choose what feels best for you. Abs are tight. Maintain engaged core, flat back, hinge bend, nose over the fingertips. Now brace the trunk, push it back. Breathe at the top. Make sure you're feeling great before you start the second one. One more. And march. Exhale, make sure you breathe in here. Grab a sip of water. I'm gonna put a towel out on my mat. I'm gonna walk around a little bit. Get ready for the strength. Whatever weights you have, you can lay them out here. Take the time to move around, get those weights. And I'll meet you back. We're gonna start on our side for some glutes. And then we have our bridges, chest press, triceps. We'll continue this. All right, march it out, keep moving, and I'll meet you back whenever. All right, so I put out some weights. I put out a towel to come on down to the floor. If you need a little towel to roll up for under your neck, that's great too, whatever feels good. Keep moving around. Before you come down to the floor, make sure you're choosing when it's best for you. I'm gonna set that timer. The first thing we're gonna do are just some resistant body weight work for our glute medius. And then we have some bridges, chest press, triceps, some more legs on the other side. Okay, so let's get that timer started. And I can grab it here. Okay, we're ready. Okay, all right, 5 seconds, we're starting on our side. Come on down. I'm gonna support my head. You're giving yourself a chair here. Leg is up. Ankle, knee, hip. We're gonna rotate ankle to knee and then down, back set. Knee to knee, ankle to ankle, reset level, down and up. Now I'm gonna let you just work here. You're halfway through this first round. Now we have hip rotation. If you don't like that, just do that level up, down. Just this one is perfect for this round. We have 2 rounds on our side. All right, go ahead, rest. Tuck the hips under. Make sure you don't have that little scooped back. Abs are tight. Engage that core the whole time. Round 2, we have 10 seconds. It's a double pull to your shoulder, press out, reset. Double pull in, push out, reset knee over knee. Double pull in, lengthen the meaty part of your bottom, reset. All right, we're just working here. At any time if you need a rest. Now one thing to watch here for is that we're not turning the toe under or up. So neutral ankle, it's really common for this. So we're gonna keep that ankle neutral. Pull in, you have 10 seconds here. Double pull in and push, squeeze your glutes. Last one. Okay, rest. Shake it out and breathe. We're gonna do chest press. Now for chest press, I'm gonna load up those weights first. Ignore the bell if you hear it. Now we're putting weights over our beautiful face here, so make sure good grip. Now, long neck, elbows just barely tap out. We're gonna bring these weights right over the chest and then down. Right over the chest and down. Now start with your medium weights. We need to prime that area. Over that chest line, not the chin or the forehead. Good grip on those weights. Belly down and support that back. 15 seconds. That first bell is your 3 count warning. Now make sure you finish here and then carefully release the weights. Relax here. Round 2, we're gonna do gentle flies. Range of motion is up to you. I'm gonna go lighter for flies, okay? Make sure you go lighter. Good grip. One weight up at a time, soft elbows. We're gonna pull apart and squeeze. Now I'm gonna start nice and small range of motion, and I'm gonna check in. How does that feel? Now those weights are over your body, so really good grip on those weights. Pulling wide, squeeze them back in using your chest, not your shoulders. You want to take gentle care of those shoulders. You should feel those shoulder blades lengthen against that mat as you lengthen your chest and squeeze it. Last one. Finish. All right, gently bring it down. Now I'm going to put these weights gently aside. Walk your heels towards your bottom. We're going to roll those hips under. Now for the hips to come up, we're going to push the ground down. And I want you to feel the force field here. You have air under your bottom. Brace your trunk. We're gonna try to find these glutes. Rest your hands. We're gonna pulse up, squeeze, down. Double pulse up. The smallest baby pulses. Keep it up, 20 seconds. Check in, how is your lower back? How are your hips? How are your knees? If you don't like this, just keep that bottom down and pull one knee in towards your shoulder at a time. All right, hips down, roll down, knees in. All right, from your shoulders to your bottom, you feel your whole back press against the mat. Now we're gonna squeeze, we're gonna push. Now you have 50 seconds here. So every time we push up, almost where the ceiling and the wall where they meet, because when we're down here, that's a lot of force on the lower back. So legs higher. You're gonna pull your abs tight. You're gonna check in with that lower back. Everything feeling good? Perfect. So we're lengthening the quads and those glutes. We have 2 rounds of triceps next, and then we'll go on the other side. Five seconds. All right, one leg down at a time, always. All right, shake it out. Turn the hips under, maybe hug, massage. All right, I'm gonna start with my lighter weights here. Good grip. One weight up at a time. Hips tucked under, brace that trunk. Now your elbow, wrists, and shoulders are stacked. We're just gonna bend that elbow, weights to shoulders, and then push the weights back up. Now you decide, do you wanna hold both weights? Do you wanna put one weight in both hands? Or do you wanna alternate sides? Navel to spine, supporting that lower back. From the elbow, all the way up the back of the arm to the shoulder, we have those triceps working hard to lift those weights back up. Perfect. All right, one weight down at a time. Stretch it out and breathe. Awesome, shake it out. We're gonna do round 2, but like at the beginning of the week, we're gonna push out of the chair this time. Okay, decide if you want to alternate. Keep that neck nice and long. Here we go. Push out of the chair. Now, if you don't like this and you want to do that tricep that we started with, that's great. We roll on to our side for those other two glute side lying work. Five seconds. All right, finish wherever you are. All right, weights aside. Roll onto your side, check how you feel. You know, take the positional change nice and gently. And let's go to the other side. Remember the rotation of the hip. All right, when you're ready, knee, 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 ankle, ankle, down and lift. Now if you need more transition time, just take it, join when you're ready. Or maybe skip the floor work, whatever feels good for you. All right, so we're lengthening those glutes, we're rotating through those hips. Building a little bit of fatigue and tension. Nice. Okay, bring it down. Reset, tuck, engage. The ankle and knee are going to come straight up over the lower leg floor. And we have 6 seconds. So on the first bell, we'll set up, okay? We're going in 3, 2, 1. Here's the double pulse. Double pull, push, and reset. Double pull, push. I'm going to put the music in the background here and just focus on the movement. Really be mindful of where I'm feeling this. Okay, the glutes are firing up. Knees, hips, lower back, all comfortable. Six seconds. And done. Awesome work. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stretch. If you need a sip of water or wanna walk around, whatever you need to do, you can hit pause. Just make sure you take your time coming up. But otherwise, when you're ready, come back and let's do some gentle stretches. All right, I'm gonna come on my back. Left knee in towards your chest. Let's slide the right leg out. If you feel the hip flexor or the lower back at all, you can put a little bolster under that right knee, but we're gonna hold here. You can hold above the knee, under the knee, lift that foot if the knee is tight here. Now I'm going to move rather quickly through the stretches. If anything feels extra good and you want to hold on to it, just maybe find a longer stretch video or whatever feels great. All right, right leg is going to bend with the foot on the floor. Let's start to slowly lift towards the ceiling. Now as soon as you feel those hamstrings, just lengthen and say, oh, I feel ya. Just stop there. Roll the ankle once or twice each way. Point and flex a few times. Neutral ankle, and then just play with your hip and knee joint how far you want to press that foot to the ceiling to lengthen those hamstrings. Hold it there. Now this probably feels so good and you want to keep cranking on it, but find that sweet spot. Let those muscles just naturally relax. And we're always going to move one leg at a time. I'm gonna walk my hands to the outside of this leg, keeping your glutes and lower back on the mat, so just a few inches across there. Lengthen from that side lying work. Bring that leg center, let's float to the floor. Now right knee in, foot up or let it hang, left leg out. We have the hip flexor lengthened on the straight leg. Glutes are long on the knee that's pulling towards your shoulder. Your shoulders are relaxed, belly engaged, that's my reminder. And just hang here. Checking in the whole time. How is this feeling? Do I have any tension? Do I need to make adjustments? Slide that left foot in with the knee bending to comfort. Lift the right leg, soft knee, and then just a little ankle movement once or twice. Feel that calf, shin, and hamstring respond to that. Now find the sweet spot, and we're just gonna hold it there. Take a nice breath in your nose and feel that belly rise. Get that oxygen flowing all the way down. Nice big diaphragm breath. When you're ready, we're gonna walk our hands to this other leg. Outside of the leg, pull over an inch or two, keeping your back maintained contact to the floor and mat, and your glutes, just a little extension across. So we're adding, this is adduction across that body. Bring that leg center, float it down. Now for those legs, I'm gonna pull the heels as comfortably as I can towards my glutes or bottom, but make sure your knees feel comfortable. Now to bridge those hips up to stretch our quads, you might even feel the quad stretch now. We're gonna brace down, we're gonna engage. I'm gonna push the ground down and squeeze. Quadricep stretch here, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your abs. And hips down. Hug one knee in towards your chest at a time. Massage that lower back. See what feels best for your body here. Little half an inch each side. All right, one leg floats down at a time. Let's stretch to the chest a little bit. Roll onto your side here. Extend those arms right from your chest. If you need that pillow or towel under your head, that's fantastic. We're gonna lift our top arm towards the ceiling. Now, we're gonna keep our hips stacked. We're gonna open up. Now, my hand is still pretty high here because I don't wanna force that shoulder or chest. Just find that sweet spot. Gravity will take over and kind of drag it down. But if you feel tension or stress through the shoulder, neck, or chest, bend that elbow a little bit. Let's bring the arm back up and hand over hand. We're gonna do one more round this side. Long neck. Brace your trunk, let's lift. And then upper back rotates with that chest opening. Bring it back in. Stay on your side for a moment to make sure everything looks stable for yourself. When you're ready, take a few positional changes. And we will go to the other side and finish that chest on this side. All right, again, if you need that pillow or towel, shoulders down, abs tucked, extend in front of that chest. We're gonna reach towards the ceiling. Soften the elbow a little bit, roll, open up. And you may notice you may have more or less range of motion on this side. See what feels good for your body. No force though, don't feel, I'm really hovering that floor here, don't feel you wanna force it all the way to the floor. depending on that. There's flexibility there, there's mobility there. We want to stabilize that shoulder, bring it back up and in. Relax that neck here. Take a nice breath, and then we'll go again. And bring it in. Breath or two, just stay here. Focus on your breathing. And push yourself up. I think I said being. Focus on your being. Maybe I did. Focus on your breathing and being. Roll those shoulders back. Relax your neck. Now chin to chest, only to comfort. Don't force any sort of neck movements or any movements in that matter. And just a ½ inch side to side. Center that head. Lift the crown of the head. Shoulders roll back. Perfect. Again, we're going to hinge forward. Let the heaviness of the head. Now I'm just finding a sweet spot. Should feel those glutes lengthen. I'm going to brace my trunk, keep that back maintained nice and long and flat. Now press up here. Give a good exhale. Big deep breath. Awesome. All right, hope that felt great. Of course, I hope you did whatever felt good or all of it, a little bit, and we'll see you soon.